Within Business, users can send and create surveys to their customers and other entities for capturing data within Business. The other 4 types of feedback are quizzes, assessments, and forms. From here, they do share the same concepts. So as we can see from here, underneath the survey, we would have to provide a title, whether or not this will remain anonymous, if we are going to enable a printable view, and if so, do we want to store the printable view in the recipient hub. By storing this within the recipient hub, what we're basically doing is putting in a PDF within their hub, so this could be for an employee or a candidate. Other options are to hide the question number from the respondent, so we don't have to have those in if we don't want to. The other is enabling eSign. So with enabling eSign, we can go and select the terms and conditions that will be displayed as the last page of that survey. So you can go into your system and choose the ones that you would need. Also, we can choose to capture the respondent's signature. So if we wanted to, we can make sure that we have that signature to make sure that they did exactly read over the form and so forth. Also, when it comes to access, we can have multiple managers. We can also allow access to all employees, so if this is checked on, then that feature is there. If not, we could go and select access to just select employees. When entering into a survey, we can go and edit the information from here, which will give us such details as, do we still want this to remain anonymous or not? Do we want to change the title, and so forth. So basically going back to the previous page, but in a pop-up window to go and make those necessary changes and update. From here, we can go and add our pages. As we can see, we do have 2 pages rather. The How Did We Do, which is the title of our quiz, and this is page 1, and then the Thank You page. We can go in and add more pages from here. So as you can see, you can add a page, and you can also choose to manage the pages as well. You do have options to add a question or add a label. Labels may make sense when you want to do headers or to begin a process, or you can even go and by clicking on here, add in any hyperlinks, images, and videos, and so forth. When adding questions, we do have multiple options that we can choose from. Once we type up our question, the types include such things as date and time, numeric, alphanumeric, yes or no, multi-line text, a rich editor box, and drop-down list. Ones that we can have radio buttons, and ones that can have multiple correct answers or single correct answers, and so forth. So from here, we do have the capability to go and put in as many questions and reorder them. So as we can see from this sample survey, we can go and add the questions that we need, and by the direction icon, we can go and drag to reorder if necessary. We can also add such things as, for example, logic. So as you can see with this question being a yes or no, we can configure the logic to be if one answer is no, for example, we can then choose to skip the page, show the next question, or end the survey. So let's say if I wanted to say that if the customer puts the answer as no, I want them to show the next question because that would apply to them. So for example, I'll choose my question here and then click Add Logic, and then as you can see down below, it'll let me know if no, then show question number 4. So by closing this, if I wanted to go and get a view for it, I can go and do a preview shot. To go and do this, we can go to the top portion where the magnifying glass is and do preview. From here, opening this, we can go and see how the preview will look to others. So we can see our questions, which ones are marked required that they have to fill in. And also, as you can see here, this is where we based our logic. So would you recommend us to your friends? If the answer is no, then this field will appear. And then they could go and type in as they please. So as you can see from over here, it'll let us know that this question is related to an answer for would you recommend us to your friends, which is the top comment over here, and so forth. So from here, you can go and add logic to different questions to only show for certain answers, and you can also rearrange as well. Finally, once we are ready with our survey, we can go and hit Generate Survey. Once we do, we can have a couple options. We can choose an expiration date, whether we want to send the email on completion, or relate the survey to a customer, candidate, employee, project, or order, which we can do from here. We would just select the entity, and then from there we can either select the candidate now, for example, or allow the recipient to select the candidate, and so forth. Or we can just go from over here, how would you like to share, and not necessarily have to choose anything from up here, and get either a public link or an internal link. And from here, of course, it'll just apply us with that link. Once we generate that and use that, we can put that into an email or into any embedded site that we can go and hyperlink this to. To the right of that, we can go and just put generate employees and whatnot, so I'll just go back into that. So as we can see under Generate Survey, we can go and share with employees, share with customer vendor contacts, or share with candidates. By clicking on this, it's just basically going to go and put us into a send email function that we can go and do one of those three choices. So as you can see, it's already clicking the box for attaching a survey, quiz, assessment, or form. It's already chosen that, and then from there we also have the survey link as a merge field already supplied to us. We can go and edit this message if need be as well.